We want to go right now to meteorologist Eric Fisher. He's in Rhode Island with the very latest. Hello to you, Eric.
Good afternoon, Chris. Hello, everybody. We moved locations from earlier this morning. We're over in Narragansett. That's where we rode out the storm yesterday. You remember what the surge looked like in downtown Narragansett. Came in, filled up the park, brought debris into the streets. Well, here we're into a neighborhood right along the coast and Matunuck, which is just about 10 miles away, and you can really see a real-life example here of what surge can do. If you look down the beach, so we have a row of cottages here, and you say, all right, these cottages, we're very close to the ocean. You can see the waves that are just off to the side here. There's not a big distance between where you're living and where the ocean is. Well, where I'm standing, and even if I go and stand right here, this was someone's lawn yesterday morning. So the cottages that you see have grass lawns that extended out to this point. Then there was the drop-off. Then it came down to the beach, and the water's still very high because we're still seeing some surge and the tide starting to come back in again. So you saw massive erosion here in this particular area, and there's a reason why this beach in particular was hit very hard. The way the wind was coming in and the way the waves were coming in during the height of the storm yesterday, they were cutting in at an angle right toward this beach. And with that angle, it cut right into the side and chewed away all the dirt and the soil that was holding up these houses. And now a home like this one, you can see how the deck has just been undercut by all that wave action. And 3 of these houses at least were completely wiped out and brought into the sea as the waves kept on crashing in and taking out all that soil. They lost all their support, and now they're gone. And you're looking at a huge height difference here. I mean, you talk about the power of the water and what it can do to the home and the landscape. It's just incredible to think about how much things have changed here. A gentleman just showed me a picture on his phone of what he saw back on Saturday morning, a beautiful day. He was sitting on his front lawn having a cigar and talking about the storm and preparations. He had to call his neighbors and say, it's gone. Some folks who were somewhere else when the storm came in, they were at their home. This is a second home. They said, what do you mean it's gone? Well, the ocean came that far in and took out that much of the earth. So even though we didn't see the worst storm in the history of Rhode Island, we've lost some homes, and we certainly changed some lives here, and we dramatically changed the landscape on some of these beaches. Chris, back to you.
And Eric, amazing look there, how you're talking about the landscape changing. And so effectively, is this right that it looks like the beach has effectively lowered by about 3 feet or so? It's not just that sand came over the lawn, but that lawn now completely gone?
Yeah, it's just gone. I mean, wiped out. And actually, Chris, it's amazing when you talk to the people who have lived here, and I've already met quite a few who have been here over 40 or 50 years. They said if you went back 30 years from now, you would have a lawn here, then you would sit down, you'd have a beach out here, but in between, you actually had a paved road. There was a road in here in a parking lot. And that was only about 30 years ago, and that's how much things have changed. And they said it's really stepped up in the last 5 to 10 years. Irene did a couple of big nor'easters, one back in 2006. Remember, that was right before the Boston Marathon. That created a lot of erosion. And now Sandy has pretty much finished the job for the first row or 2 of houses in this neighborhood.
Meteorologist Eric Fisher reporting live this afternoon in Rhode Island.